Heyo. Alright, we got some pizza. We are going to discuss some new complexities that I found for this mayoral candidacy. Quite amusing. Quite amusing. Anyway, we're going to Domino's. We're just going to go to Dale. Edgar Camacho, Tetris Effect. Oh, this is a good complexity. Don't you worry about this. I was reviewing. I'll show you all the paperwork when I get home. We're just gonna go eat and chat for a bit. But I was reviewing the paperwork that I was handed by the clerk regarding like corporate use of like Facebook pages and Twitter and all this shit, and she actually referenced a part of the code which no longer exists. And so this is because I figured what they could come back and say at me was, oh, you're not even allowed to use the any city-owned like Cornwall Police Service pages to influence voters or something. It's against the law here. That would be considered a contribution if you're using our information to do that. But in the new law, or in the current version of the law, I should say, it actually allows. It specifically says it doesn't count information on public websites, city-owned public websites, as contributions. So candidates can actually use this information. It's very complex. I said that. But this is I just doubled down. Guys, on my fucking email yesterday, because this is serious. This is serious, because how many fucking mistakes can you make before what you're doing before you're considered negligent? And there's penalties for a fucking clerk. Like, I'm just saying, this is they shouldn't be giving outdated information to share with the candidates, you know what I mean? So I'm in a good spot here, guys. Facebook isn't a public website. Yes, it is. It's a privately owned public website. When you make posts on it, you have the option of it being public, where users of Facebook aren't even required to be a user to see it, or you have the option to make it public or private, where only your friends or a specific amount of people can see what you post. It's absolutely public. That's like saying any website isn't public because the fucking server is owned by a private institution. Like, oh, your public website? No, that's not the way it works. VS Map, what up? Heartbeats, what up, guys? Sorry, I'm just talking. White Tupac. That was good, Dave. I slept in a little bit. I'm headed to get some pizza, and then I'm gonna go to the park and eat it, and then we'll go back and I'll show you guys the paperwork on all this. It's actually pretty. I'm basically running this election right now, apparently. So, they're gonna have to review, update, and hand out to all candidates the updated policy, because they're referring. It's very good for me, guys. Don't worry. I'm probably the one person they did not want to run. I'm just creating work for people, which I love doing. Did the tube go flower already? What up, old school Dave? Yes. It did. It was flat last night. We'll see what kind of pizza I got. It's nothing good. I'm closer to the milk bags. Oh shit. Sunshine, what up? What's so complex about life anyway? That's right, just fucking eat, sleep, and shit, basically. But no, complexities is kind of like the tagline for this election so far. It's kind of like an inside joke, guys. Like, Ken McDonald knows what I'm talking about. But I am really good, like, you know what I mean? I actually read all the paperwork that's given to me and fucking cross-reference with things and the actual law and the actual legislation and blah, blah, blah. So when I see conflicting information provided to me that affects my ability to run my fucking campaign, then, yeah, I start wondering what the hell's going on over there. You tried to kick me out, and now I'm fucking finding shit that ain't even correct. God damn. So this is strike 2, by the way. I don't know how many strikes you're allowed when you're running a fucking campaign or an election. When you're running an election, i.e. the municipality. But we'll still be nice. We'll still be courteous. We'll win it. I'm already winning it due to the fucking effect I've had on the system. And tomorrow's gonna be a big day. They're gonna love life when they check their email tomorrow. What happened? Oh, I found in one of the information pages that they gave me, there were everything they stated on it was based on a repealed section of the current municipal act since 2016, actually, which is weird why it's even in there. So I just explained that what they're said on this page isn't valid. They should probably review and update the policy or whatever. And I also pointed out where the updated relevant laws are and how it affects me and why it's relevant. So I'll show you guys when we get home. But we just want to grab some pizza first. But yeah, she's literally going to have to like update this information thing because what she said is untrue. What the previous state is what the previous packet information is untrue. So and then she has to get that information out to all the fucking candidates. Oh shit. And she's probably gonna have to do that as quickly as possible because now the type of shit's actually affecting the campaign. I misspelt effect on my email. I made one fucking spelling error. Goddamn proofreading. Courtney Knight, what up? Courtney, it's a pretty quick fix. I'm going to show it actually when I get home, but essentially one of the information pages I was given regarding the use of, like, just as it applies to me, the use of City of Cornwall websites, Facebook pages, social media, that kind of thing. The rules that they were stating out were based on a repealed section of the Municipal Elections Act. So what they're saying wasn't actually true. What it originally says is basically that candidates can't use these public websites if they're city owned, because that would constitute a contribution of something from the city, which is not allowed. However, there's specific language in the updated law that specifically mentions that this is not considered a contribution when it comes to public websites and that type of thing. So I'll go over it, because I figured they were going to come back and say you're not even allowed to comment on the police pages during the election because that's a corporate resource or a municipal resource, and you can't use that in your election. So I went and checked their logic behind that. It's completely valid, unlawful. So, you know. Yeah, for Jordan. Jordan, yeah. pay for it. Cool, thanks. No, guys, these complexities are good complexities because it allows me to create an environment of people running around with their... Hey, how are you? How about you? Good. And now I'm creating an environment of like rush and perhaps panic. And people sometimes run around with it like they're like chickens with their head cut off, and then they make more mistakes, and then yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure she's going to also agree with the points that I've made, because first off, the points that the page was referencing to don't even exist. Hey, goes here. What up? It's just beautiful, guys, and I wouldn't be able to like put my dick so deep up the city's ass if metaphorically, if I wasn't able to campaign in this. I wouldn't even know about all these. I like to poke holes in things. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at that. That's why I was really good at my last job. I was able to poke holes in systems. Okay, because that's how you stress a fucking system, is you find its weaknesses and blah 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 and let it fucking crumble. Then you analyze why it crumbled and you fix the reasons why it crumbled, and then the system should work better afterwards. But it ain't my responsibility to conduct a fucking election. Oh shit, I'm just showing them how to. They should be. I should talk to a lawyer? No. It's black and white, homie. It is black and white. I don't need a fucking lawyer for black and white shit. She advised me and thanked me last time bringing up these points. So obviously, when I see flaws in the shit that she's saying or providing, I'm gonna let her know about it. And what I'm doing now is documenting this whole fucking situation so that we have proof and transparency on this fucking local election, which seems to be a little wonky, to tell you the truth, now that I'm in it. What a surprise, guys. No wonder we're fucking electing the same fucking people in this city, because nobody even reads the fucking rules. Sorry, guys, sorry. This is the kind of shit, you know. This kind of shit. It's just fucking... It takes a meth head to clean this shit up. Like, give me a fucking break. No, Specta does. It doesn't matter if I'm annoying her. That's irrelevant. That's her problem. Okay. This is called laying the heat on. Okay. This is pressing. Okay. Go press him. Go press. This is pressing. Okay. I'm not emailing her all day, okay? I've emailed her once a day based on the information that I've found that are incorrect. Now that the election started, now that the campaign started, bro, like, you fix this shit. If I was wrong, she said nothing. She didn't even disagree with the last shit I said, dude. She's on my team. I'm trying to help the fucking election follow the rules, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell people you're not allowed to do something, but when they're actually allowed to do something, that's fucked up. I should literally look into the eligibility of my other fucking of my other fucking opponents. Maybe I can get them DQ'd. But no, we'll leave it. We'll leave that all be. We'll leave that all be. But at what point do you like be like, whoa, there's too many mistakes happening. Whoops, I'm sorry. Whoops, I'm sorry. It's like they just fucking print off their information pack every election. Like, oh, not even read it this year. Not double check if there's any, new laws or anything. Or, no, there is actually. Since before the last election, there is actually shit. Ralph Bond, what up? I'm just doing my job, guys. Okay? I can't see an error in the process and not report it, okay? Can't see an error in the system that literally other people are responsible for ensuring and not report it. I can't do that. I can't fucking do that. I can't play by rules that don't exist. Oh shit. Works glass, what up? NYC Cherry Grooves. I'm gonna sit over here in this little spot there, bud. Eat this fucking pizza. I haven't eaten all day, so I'm gonna fucking mouth this down. Right now I'm eating 1 meal per day approximately. We'll try and get that up. We're gonna eat this pizza, we're gonna head home, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm probably gonna have to deal with this shit tomorrow. Probably gonna have to deal with this shit tomorrow, so I'd like to get up early. Oh, it's just in town yet. Oh, so I got Brooklyn pepperoni on this baby. $7, $8. Sorry, with tax, $8. $7 without. Cheers, guys. Cheers, chat. Cheers. I figure as long as I'm doing one thing per day that progresses this campaign, we should be all right. Chris Day play as well. You name it. Well, no name. Sunshine. Cheers. I think we got like up to 22 or 23 engagements on the Facebook post from the local newspaper yesterday, which smashed the engagement rate of anything for the last like 3 days before that, I think. The last biggest post was like a fucking fireman post, which got like 80. I replied to anybody who had questions on there already, or comments. If the article was too complex to understand. Did I troll anybody? No. Did I troll? I think we're amidst of trolling everybody here inside of America. Did you miss the memo? Did you not get the memo? My buddy just rejoined Facebook because he's like, this is too powerful of a troll. I have to witness it. Have I seen a mayoral button email? Yes. I do plan to respond to that. I'm just not ready for them yet. I don't even have my bank account set up in order to conduct business from the campaign, so but that one was the first one in, so I like to go first in, first out, that kind of thing. Like, I'm just not ready to conduct financial business with the campaign yet. I'm still literally straightening the fucking shit out right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that the playing field is what it's supposed to be, because it's not. It's not. Right from day one saying that my shit was ineligible. That was like, what are you talking about? Now I'm discovering other things. Inside Lou Martel, there was no need to troll. So no, to answer your questions, no, there was no need to troll. I'm in these types of online engagements, I maintain a policy of not being offended by what anybody says, not getting angry, killing people with kindness, and representing myself in a way that differs from what their likely prejudice against me is. That's the troll. Like I said, it's easier to flip. If someone has a negative view of you, it's easier to improve it. Like, then try to make someone's opinion, a high view of you already, higher of you. You know what I mean? Like it's easier to improve the perception of you from someone who looks at you badly than it is from someone who looks good on you. This is I just want you to know Glenn was making fun of you, but I had no part of it. That's fun. Well, hey, you're a fake Justin Towndale, but that's fine. We'll see who has the last laugh. If I beat any of you guys, it's a fucking disgrace to you. This was who I was born politician now. Real Justin in chat, really? And him who just walked by. So fake. So fake. I can't even finish this pizza, bro. It's medium. I can't even finish it. Save it for later. Can it be chocolate milk in bags? Hate goes here. It's because all of the rules of the COVID money was stated in writing, and you had to like agree to it, that you understand and that you're not breaking any of the rules. So if you didn't read them, which is they had no the application process, at least for the CERB and the CRB and that kind of thing, it didn't verify that you were eligible. It took your word for it. They said that verification would take place later. And if you were found not to be eligible later, you'd be asked to repay it. Yes, there is chocolate milk in bags, yes. Ask them to make crispy crust next time, like thin crust, or yeah, I will. I like it. You can say well done or whatever. Glad Diamond, what up? You applied on the phone? Yeah, I applied on the phone at first too. Actually, now that I remember it. And then they canceled the ability and forced you to do it online after a while. Alright guys, we're heading back. Enough looking at me. Look at the beautiful city of Cornwall. Here guys. Let's take a walk. Cornwall police needs to put 4 bullets in me. That's not very nice to say. Especially since I haven't done anything worthy of that type of response. Why don't you call them up and tell them that, though? If that's how you feel. Maybe you can forward it to Tommy McKay. He probably does want to do that. Yes, hello, Cornwall Police. I'm a viewer of MC Frosty. I hate viewer of MC Frosty. I'm just wondering if you could put 4 bullets in him, please. Oh, thank you. Thanks. TIA. Did the bike tire go flat? Yes, it did. It did. We checked it last night. It sure did. Oh, maybe I should get an energy drink. I'll just drink coffee. I'll just drink coffee. We're not going to stream too late tonight. We're just going to go home. I'm going to review the complexities of the current situation with you for transparency reasons, and to document the developing nature of this election campaign, and how it connects to yesterday's email to the Chief of Police and the Cornwall Police Services Board. It all connects, guys. Okay? Real question is, am I a fucking strategic mastermind here? That's the only thing you need to be asking yourself. Is MC Frosty a strategic political mastermind? Jordan Pops would have to say yes. Surf Dog, what up? Pizza looked tasty. It was tasty. I'm starting to dig the Brooklyn pepperoni a little better there. Pretty good. On a medium, it's not too bad. Pretty big. Takes up more fucking space. It's almost like more pepperoni. I don't know. I'd have to test that. It's probably thinner, slightly thinner cut than the fucking other pepperoni. Whew. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Guys, probably if I had pussy in my life, by the way, if I had a girlfriend or something, I probably wouldn't be able to run for fucking mayor. Just saying, okay? I have you taking up way too much of my fucking time and energy, thought process, and emotions. Future mayor with jaywalks. Oh shit, that's the least of my fucking problems. Yeah, attorney, we've got it. I'm not going to say it's a clerical error, but it literally is a clerical error in this situation. Like, I hate to say that, but I've discovered another clerical error. So I emailed the clerk today, which I think her just to let her know that, like, you know, about her error again. And I don't know how many of these mistakes can be made before it affects the integrity of a fucking election. But I'll just let her know. I'm not angry or anything. I'm just you know, dealing with the complexities as they present themselves. Yeah, I gotta be careful where I smoke too, where I even smoke cigarettes. I don't think technically you're allowed to be smoking on the fucking bike, on the bike trail, on the bike path. And I don't even think you're allowed to be smoking weed technically in public. Just saying. I think that's an Ontario law. I'm just saying. Not that I'm smoking weed, but it's easier if I just show you. I'm almost home, but there's a page that was included in the information packet. The nomination, like when I filed my nomination, she gave like an information pack with a bunch of printed sheets and like rules and all this kind of shit. So I was reviewing one of the sheets, and it referenced a point in the Municipal Elections Act that doesn't even exist. It was repealed in 2016 and replaced with newer language. So I let her know that this doesn't exist and that it has been updated, and that some of the things you're saying in your little rules here aren't exactly true, and you might want to review and update this page and send it out to the candidates. You know, that's basically what I said. While she also has to deal with the whole Cornwall Police Service thing that I sent yesterday. So this is called laying it on, folks. It's a strategic move here. Okay? It's called laying it on thick. It's called stressing the system. Okay? When you stress the system, if it's not a good system, it breaks. Okay? Just letting you know that's how it works. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, I thought that too at first, attorney, but I was actually researching where people are allowed to smoke weed when that minor was consuming on my property. And from my research in the Ontario Act or the Cannabis Act, or no, not that's federal, but yeah, I would look into it, but I don't think anybody's enforcing it. So, but I could be wrong. And I also previous to that, attorney, was along the same line of thinking that you are, and that's what I thought before as well. But I could look into it just to double check. Either way, I'm not smoking weed on the streets. It's just like a home thing to do. Honestly, guys, I wasn't expecting to be like, what the fuck is going on here? I expected to be delivering the what the fucks throughout this campaign. I did not expect for the municipality to be making me go, what the fuck is going on with this fucking bullshit? What the fuck? Why is none of this shit updated? Why are you giving me false information? What the fuck? So, you know, new surprises every day. Complexities, guys. Complexities. Fucking politics. Uh, people, when I was growing up, people used to say I should have been a lawyer, not a politician, but they said I should be a lawyer. That was like a common thing that people suggested I take as a career path. Instead, I chose meth head. So I don't know. Just make up for all that meth heading and get into some politicking. So yeah, I'd have to buy those signs myself, or I'd have to. I could ask people to pay for them as a campaign contribution, but we're not there yet. The foundation of this campaign has not been established yet. I think I've just better established it though with my latest correspondence to the municipality. It's pretty fucking black and white here though, guys, so just like it was before. which is one of my pet peeves and why I don't actually have a job, or why I don't try to get hired, is because there's always motherfuckers in positions of authority who don't respect the black and the white. You know what I'm saying? They deviate from the processes or rules or laws that are prescribed in the operation of said business. So anyway, when it comes straight down to laws, they're usually not open to interpretation. Sometimes they are, but not usually as much as corporate policy, in my experience. Beaver, what up? Going Grant. You thought I quit playing mayor the other day. That's funny. No, I didn't quit. I stood my ground and I corrected the issue. It's amazing, isn't it? They listened. The clerk listened to exactly what I said, and she reversed her opinion. So. I think it actually boosted my mayoral qualifications point level, if you ask me. Bridge USA sign. Yes, there's a bridge to the USA right over there. I live like 4 minutes from the bridge to the USA. So I walked over it one time, but you gotta check in at customs, which I don't mind doing now that I have ID. Yeah, we could do that. There's a weed store over there too. I think it's a little cheaper or something. Just a little bit of a walk. Oh, the trolls are in chat, guys. Oh. Hey, whoa, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Looks like rain. Good, the plants can get some fucking rain tonight. Yes, Nancy's still alive. She's in bed right now. We're gonna get a little rehydrated here. I'm sweating a bit. How's these eggs doing? August 21st. These eggs are only good till tomorrow. I got two of them left. I should eat them for breakfast. Okay. Do that. Oh, make some coffee. I gotta take a piss too, guys. And then we're gonna review the politics. Okay, we're gonna review the politics. I got some new politicking to you guys show you to just keep this campaign completely transparent and to show you guys how awesome I am at politicking and that kind of thing, you know. So. Coffee. Mason. You guys are hilarious. Oh shit. So ice, hot and the cold here, guys. We got the hot and the cold. What Pure goes to? What up? Okay. We got a new development today. So like every day there's a little something, I guess. But we got a new development. I'm about. What was it? Fucking. I need some cigarette butts so to smoke while I'm drinking coffee. I'm addicted. Guys. So we're gonna discuss some. Discuss some election candidacy policy. I got my cigarette butts here. I'll empty them on my desk and re-roll them, and then we'll smoke them. I'll smoke them. Mushrooms or rosin? They're not even the same. They're not even the same. Well. I'm just in a position right now where I'd rather not promote either of those, okay? So I'm promoting sobriety right now, guys, okay? I'm Matt Gallagher, yeah. I'm promoting sobriety right now, so neither, okay? Got 2 months of campaign to go here. You don't need any of that shit, you just gotta be yourself. Au natural. Best way to be. I'm just waiting for my coffee to brew here. I got 1 to 4 cups. Yeah, Beaver. Nice Pure Ghosty. Smoke some formaldehyde for the one time. Well, I think that's one of the ingredients in cigarettes or something. I heard, so I do every day. Don't move away from my strengths. Drip, 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 drip. Oh. Gargle, gargle, drip, drip. Yeah, I drank some beers last night too. What a kick, eh, by Leon Edwards? The words I never look at. Time, okay, the beans are calling. Why is he still brewing when you beat, bro? Did I put too much water in there? He wants to. Oh, I put too much water in there. More than 4 cups. Boom, 69. Yeah, we got some. I just want to go over some more of the campaign complexities to give you guys the idea of what it's like to run for political office. Okay, this is the kind of stuff I have to deal with, right, to ensure that this is done properly. Okay. All right, guys, we got coffee. We got coffee with my campaign photo on the coffee cup. Look at that. Look at that. But this is actually an MC Frosty cup. It's actually an MC Frosty cup. Okay, we got like 7 cigarette butts here. Okay, I should be able to get one full cigarette out of that. Okay, put those in my pocket. Maybe I only need 6. Well, I only only have 2 hands, so I'm gonna bring all this stuff up first before I bring the camera up. Okay, just one second. Guys, I want to preface this. Preface this that I don't like being this way. Okay, this is one of my character flaws. Okay, is like in every little fucking thing I get myself involved in, I have to like look at all the rules and all the fucking specific details and poke holes and fucking make sure it's fundamental. Even relationships, probably poke holes in them. You know, even like test you guys out and poke holes in your loyalty and shit like that, and like, just make sure I know what I'm involved in. Okay, it's a character flaw. Maybe meth has helped with that over the years, or maybe it's contributed to a permanent brain damage or something like that. That I'm a fucking asshole. I'm just an asshole that will find your flaws and exploit them. Okay, so it makes me a perfect politician. Inside Loomer, tell you. Yeah, I told you guys. It's self-medication, bro. All this it's self-medication, man. Shit. Okay, let me roll my cigarette here. How am I gonna present this to you guys? The delinquent scourge. The stats don't reflect the criminal charges amongst delinquents in the city do not reflect that there's any type of problem, in my opinion. Maybe they drop their charges and are really nice in the legal system, but I'd have to pull a freedom of information request and actually see how many youth delinquency charges there are in the city to make any type of shame. I know, Attorney McCrank, the headlines that all people have to do for all the dirt they want on me is just watch this fucking MC Frosty show. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know how anything I've done or will do compares to the fact that Rob Ford was caught on video smoking crack and they didn't even kick him out of office. Okay, I'm just saying, while he was mayor. Just saying. I mean, that ain't Cornwall, but, Okay, so where were we? Okay, so first I'm going to show you what I discovered, okay? After I roll this joint and light it. I do not consider myself the typical Cornwall resident, but I do consider myself part of the majority of non-voters, of historic non-voters. That's about my only real connection with everybody is that I don't believe in this fucking system, and that's why I don't want to participate in it. However, I believe I can make a difference, which I am. As of my nomination, I already changed the fucking face of his election. I feel bad for anybody who's been disqualified before based on non-existent rules and didn't know how to look it up themselves. So maybe I don't feel bad for them. I'm not trolling the nation. This is just my municipality. Okay, so here we go. All right, let me log in my computer here. Oh, my computer just rebooted. Fuck. Weird. You serious? Why are you making me do this, fool? Give me a sec, guys. Okay. I gotta wait a bit. I gotta wait till my phone fucking charges up a bit here. So anyway, here's the situation, guys. Here's the situation. This form. Okay, I'll actually explain the situation a little bit deeper. What's up, Snowflower? Why won't your comments show? I don't know. For the lows. Okay, so here's what happened yesterday, guys. I sent an email to the Cornwall Police Chief and the Cornwall Police Services Board, okay, letting them know that me being blocked from commenting is a violation of my freedom of expression, okay, and my ability to influence potential voters, okay, by not being able to comment or react to anything on that page, which is a very big page, which posts issues that are important, okay, crime, okay. So I recall seeing something in one of the pages that the clerk gave me about use of corporate resources, because technically the Facebook page is a corporate resource. Okay, the Cornwall Police Service is a division of the corporation of the City of Cornwall, and it is technically a corporate resource for the municipality. Okay, so. If I want to use that, which is not really using, it's actually using Facebook, but if I want to use it, just to be clear, I was like, I recall some rules about this. So I looked at my information packet. Or preface. Snurgonzo, you get freedom of expression when interacting with a government organization on the internet. Okay? This is why in the US, Trump had to unban all his Twitter people, okay? And just for local relevancy, in one of the Ottawa mayoral elections, people sued the mayoral candidate because he was blocking their Twitter posts, okay? They sued him and he backed off, okay? I'm just saying, yes, when you are dealing, not if you're dealing with, I agree with you, not if you're dealing with a private entity. Like me, for instance, I'm allowed to block people from expressing themselves to me. Not while I'm mayor, though. Not if I become mayor. You cannot impede someone's free ability to express themselves freely. That's stated in the Charter of Human Rights and Freedoms, okay? So, anyway. Guidelines regarding the use of corporate resources and communications during the election year. Okay, so I'll just read this. The purpose of this document is to provide guidelines regarding the use of corporate resources during an election year. The Municipal Act prohibits a city from contributing to an election campaign and a candidate from accepting a contribution from someone prohibited from contributing. So that's the Municipal Elections Act, Section 70, 4, 3, and 7. Okay, so first off, there is no Section 70 of the Municipal Elections Act currently. Okay, this was repealed in 2016. I was going to show you. I just have to get back in my computer. Just 1 second. Mull that over for a second. Sorry, my phone's just booting up here with my authenticator, my other authenticator, just getting my computer. Well, this is not semantics, unfortunately. So let's continue reading. As a contribution may take various forms, money, goods or services, equipment, etc. The following guidelines are established to clarify to all election candidates, elected members, and city staff what use of the corporation's resources for an election campaign would be illegal. Okay, so they're saying that things are be illegal based on a law that does not exist. Okay, just saying that. All candidates should be aware that during staff working hours, staff may not canvass or actively work in support of a municipal, provincial, or federal candidate or party in accordance with the corporate policy on employees' political activities. Okay, that would not apply to me. That would not apply to me because I am not an employee of the city. Okay, next. Corporate resources, including equipment, supplies, staff, and funding, must not be used for any election-related purpose. This following is a non-exhaustive list of uses, which, if funded or city-owned, would be a contravention to the Act. Again, this doesn't exist. Okay, so contraventing something that doesn't exist, and therefore must not be used for election purposes. Okay, so here's what I'm concerned about. Okay. City-owned electronic devices, corporate information technology assets, infrastructure, or data, i.e. computers, wireless devices, portals, corporate email. Here's where I come in. Web pages, social media links, including Facebook, Twitter, and blogs, telephone, voicemail, or email systems. The rest of this is not really applicable to me, although it says city symbols, city communications, publicity. Okay? It does include websites there. Okay, websites. Domain names, blah, 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 blah. And signs, elections, promotion in city-owned buildings. Okay? 1 second, let me get into my computer. Okay, sorry. All right, so first off, Municipal Elections Act, current Municipal Elections Act, okay? Wait, let me smoke some more of this. Drink some more coffee. Lab Diamond, I've done this type of stuff before, okay? Like, I've done complaints to, like, labor boards and all kinds of stuff, and never really won anything, but still, I've been told I make a good case. So, again, guys, this rule set is talking about Section 70, okay, of the Municipal Elections Act. All right, so we're on the current one. We're on the current Municipal Elections Act, okay? 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 You'll see there is no Section 70. It jumps from 65 to 83. Okay? I've done my research. Okay? Section 70 was repealed in 2016. Okay, if we go to the adjustments made in 2016. Okay, Section 70 does exist. Okay, and it has to do with contributions. Okay, it's contributions. If we go back up here and we go to the next 2016 one. Okay. Okay, there is no Section 70 again, and they've added all this stuff 88 point whatever regarding contributions, 88.8, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So let's go back to the most recent one. And we'll go to where it says contributions. Okay? So contributions is all down here. It's campaign contributions. It starts at 88.8, which I've pointed out to her. Okay, contributions to candidates. Okay, and when we look down here, who cannot contribute? Okay, who cannot contribute? That's right, the Crown in right of Canada or Ontario, a municipality or a local board cannot contribute. Okay, however, there is an exception for making information public, where for greater certainty, if a municipality or local board makes information available to the public on a website or in another electronic format, the provision of the information does not constitute a contribution to a candidate. Therefore, it can be used by a candidate. It is not an illegal contribution, and there is no restrictions on that information, as it is not a contribution. So, when the policy here is referencing a part of the act that doesn't exist and making false statements that you can't use their Facebook, websites, web pages, blah, 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 that clearly states that it is not a contribution, therefore it can be used. Okay, so now I'll read you guys the email that I sent to the clerk. Okay, just to clarify, it's basically what I just said. My apologies for being such a pain. I was reviewing the information sheets included with the nomination pack you provided me when I filed, and the guidelines regarding the use of corporate resources and communications during election years seems to be referencing parts of the Municipal Elections Act which were repealed in 2016. Currently, there is no Section 70, thereby no Parts 4, 3, or 7. This may require a review and update of the declarations made on said information sheet. And I took a photo of the sheet, sent it to her. Based on my research of the current version of the Municipal Elections Act, the laws regarding contributions are listed beginning at Section 88.8 of the Code. I bring this up as the current code contains language which conflicts with the language stated in the provided information sheet. Section 88.89, which I just showed you guys, states exception, RE making information public. For greater certainty, if a municipality or local board makes information available to the public on a website or in another election format, the provision of the information does not constitute a contribution to a candidate. Therefore, City of Cornwall public web pages, social media links, including Facebook, Twitter, and blogs, are not considered contributions, and it is not currently illegal for a candidate to use these resources for election purposes. I hope this information is useful to the other candidates for their campaign. Sincerely, Jordan Pops. The code, Tetris effect, is provincial. Okay? Municipality has no right to change that code. And they had until May the 1st to establish any rules, but they have backed it up with laws that do not exist, therefore negating everything they've said. It is not illegal for me to use a Cornwall Police Service post in my campaign. Thank you, Alexandra. This is my second error I found in how the clerk has been running this campaign. I'm going to show you guys something else here. Okay, so here's another thing. This is under the corrupt practices. This is part under the offenses, penalties, and enforcement. Neglect of duty. A clerk or other election officer who willfully fails to perform a duty imposed by this act is guilty of an offense that constitutes a corrupt practice. That's a fine, potentially. That's jail time, potentially. So the clerk needs not to be acting negligently when I provide such information to her. She is in charge of conducting the election, so she has not been conducting it properly. Unfortunately, super nice woman, super nice, and she's agreed with me so far. So hopefully, again, guys, yeah, intent, right? Intent. I don't believe that she's intending to do this. I think she just didn't look up the new laws, okay? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. So it depends on how she acts based on my emails. The last issue I brought up, she complied, she apologized, and that's all good. This, again, I expect the same type of thing. And this connects to yesterday's complaint of me not being able to comment on what could be viewed as a corporate resource. However, I can use those resources in any of my election practices here, campaign practices. So this is called piling on the shit for them. I'm piling on the shit. You made your bed, now lie in it. I am aware of the rules. I read things that apply to me. I guess this is weird. Maybe people don't read things before they send them out, or they don't verify them, or other candidates are accepting all of this shit. The other candidates, clearly Glenn Glant didn't look at any rules and shit. Yikes, guys. This is what I'm involved in. So I'm already winning the election and technically kind of running the election. Fuck. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse, except they put willfully. Willfully, when you have a law that stipulates willfully, I got no issues with Towndale. Rules are for suckers this way. Because I knew what they might come back with, guys, on that fucking email to the cops. I knew what they'd come back to, like, you're not even allowed to be using these corporate resources in your campaign. It's violation of this. But I had them off at the past. You know what I'm saying? I cut them off at the pass. So now she's gonna have to be revamping this policy, getting it out to everybody while dealing with the cops in a fucking expedited manner here. Like, you better, like, every day that you're not imposing proper rules on this campaign is a day against me, bro. Is a day affecting my ability to fucking campaign legitimately here. This is me sober, guys. Welcome to Sober Frosty. Hi. I don't put up with shit. And I don't know. They're gonna be like, put this guy back on meth now, immediately, please. Somebody fucking get this guy some meth so he can't fucking operate half the time. Please, somebody get this guy on meth. He's fucking ruining the campaign. Ruin Life Crew, we didn't know what that exactly meant. I think we're getting a good idea of it now. Get this guy some meth. Exactly. Let's apply to the federal law to provide an exemption for just Jordan Pops. Okay, we can't have this guy running our city sober. Okay, he needs to go back to being a fucking drug addict. Stat. Do you guys believe in magic yet? Do you guys believe in magic? Okay. And again, I wouldn't be able to expose or fix these problems if I wasn't even in this race. I wouldn't even know about this shit going on, right? So look at me, look, guys, look at your boy's making a difference here. You know what I'm saying? And if these other candidates weren't planning on using fucking city websites and fucking shit like that in their campaign, then they're at a big disadvantage. If they, like that's how I do things, is using that type of shit. Screenshots and whatever, bud. Let's go. No, I'm focused on law, on current law, okay? Which has no mention of what they're fucking talking about, okay? How can you make a sheet? How can you make an information sheet which is based on a law that doesn't exist, homie? Come on now, Spectre Des. Make a better troll. Make a better argument, bro. I'm surprised that went through last election though. That means they were imposing these laws in the 2018 election, which if I was running in that election, I would make a stink. I was talking drunk crap yesterday. A little bit. I wasn't talking shit about I wasn't talking shit about any competitors. We should move the election to Facebook. That's where I will win. Oh, I want to check my comments here too. I told you guys I'd keep you up to date on that. I want to be up early tomorrow, guys, to deal with all this shit, because there's a shit storm coming back on me in the emails tomorrow. Okay, I'll just let you know. There's a shit storm coming. I gotta prepare to lawyer up too. If I need to lawyer up, we need to fucking lawyer up. Okay. Delete shitbook. Nope. Best way for me to advertise. Probably tomorrow though, guys. If all this goes the way I expect it to, which is actually in my favor, I'll feel comfortable to write the rap song, and I'm gonna use that beat that I already have. It's just gonna save time. We're gonna fucking go. Tetris Effect, legal aid is included in my welfare status. A lawyer is provided for me at no cost. Remember, I wasn't on welfare the entire time you guys knew me. I was getting pandemic money, which did not give me free legal aid. Maybe because of my low income status, maybe. But I walk into the lawyer's office with my fucking welfare statement, and they're giving me a lawyer. That's the way it works. Here's the thing with that type of thing, Tetris Effect, is if you know the laws yourself, you just need to tell that lawyer how to fucking do what you want, okay? He goes through the processes. All lawyers know the processes of the court. Good lawyers will be able to find the same information that I'm bringing up, and bad lawyers won't even be looking for the information that I'm bringing up. But if I tell them to make a case on this information, that's their responsibility to fucking do. If they can't properly represent me, then the system must provide me with a different lawyer, and I will continue to find one who will properly represent me. For free, by the way. You might not want the free lawyer if you're like going up on a murder trial or something like that. Okay, that might be a bad for you. But in this type of shit, which with black and white issues that are on paper, any lawyer can handle this. What information? This information, a policy that was sent to me in part of my nomination file. After I filed for nomination of mayoral candidacy, I was provided with this sheet regarding the guidelines regarding the use of corporate resources, including municipal web pages. Okay, and they referenced the Municipal Elections Act, Section 74.3 as their source of these guidelines. This section does not exist. It has been repealed since 2016, therefore invalidating everything they say here. And also, they've amended what they've said, and they made specific notes in the law that specifically allow candidates to use web pages and social media links as long as they're public, such as Facebook and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't write the laws. I just use them. And follow them. Most of the time. I feel great. So like I said, guys, I'm going to try to do one thing every day that progresses me in this campaign. Well, at least I like to know what they are, so I can have the choice to break them or not, right? Like, mostly break them? No, I don't mostly break rules. I break the laws. It's not illegal to be high in Canada. One day at a time. That's right. That's right. We got about 60 days, 63 days, guys, till the election. So one thing at a time. That's right, Beaver. Finally. A little bit. A little bit. Most people won't know this background stuff because this is all going to be kept amongst the candidates likely. But and now the municipal clerk will also help me in my endeavors against the police. I guarantee you, against the violating my freedom of expression. I fucking guarantee you. She has to. She has to. She can go swinging her fucking provincial laws and say you need to unblock him to ensure this fair election. Like she has that authority. So at least one thing per day. At least one thing per day to progress. The I view progresses. Oh yeah, the comments. So here's the Facebook, the Standard Freeholder. Okay. Our biggest local newspaper. So they printed, they posted my article here. Whatever. Pop said the individual is currently elected or not representing the majority who are non-voters. Pop said he is a non-voter himself, only voting once in a municipal election. He is hoping to encourage greater voter turnout. Click on that, goes to my article. Okay. We've got 24 responses, including me. Okay. We got Brian Bouvier here saying, so people who live outside of Cornwall, in his opinion, are expected to pay taxes to help Cornwall? He chooses to be in poverty. Lots of work out there, just my 2 cents. So I wrote, the idea is to amalgamate with the outlying areas, creating a sort of greater Cornwall area. This would create a larger geographical area for development of municipal infrastructure services and absorb the population of the included outlying areas. This would create a larger revenue pool and a larger budget to provide more and ideally improve services for all citizens. Also, I wasn't complaining about currently being in poverty. I do enjoy many benefits from being self-employed and do consistently put 40 to 60 hours per week into my work. I am honored to be a candidate who has some real-life, real-time experience and understanding of what it's like to be poor. Just gotta put that meme. Joseph Smith, give him a chance. He has some strange views in some ways, but a lot of good points. Thank you for that. Barb Tessier. So I'm asked to vote for someone who doesn't vote. Ha 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 ha. No, no, no. So I replied, Barb Tessier, as a previous non-voter, I do not share in the accountability of the current state of Cornwall politics. Carrie Farrell, he wants to expand the population of Cornwall, but get rid of its police service. Okay. Carrie Farrell, I would like to propose that the Cornwall Police Service be replaced by the Ontario Provincial Police. The intent is to provide higher quality, lower cost per citizen policing. My campaign will probably be primarily run from this page. I put my thing there. Check out his YouTube channel, MC Frosty. Perfect. MC Frosty for mayor. There we go. Brad Hickinson. Doxing. That's not doxing. These are public. This is public posting. This is not doxing. Names are not doxing. Yes, you guys can comment. That's why I show you guys this stuff. I can't like tell you guys what to say or anything, but you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. Facebook.com/standard freeholder. There's already comments on the article from IP2 viewers. Like, you know, let's have fun with this, guys. You guys are part of it. This is why I'm doing this. You guys can involve yourself in a real fucking election. Here we go. This is called content. This is called engagement. This is called interactivity. This is called influence. Whatever you want to fucking say. Let me go get another coffee here. This is season 4 of the MC Frosty Show, mayoral candidacy edition, guys. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't expect you to just fucking sit back and watch. Like, I thought some of you guys out there were trolls. You know, in a way, you guys could be viewed as online canvassers for me. You know what I mean? Like, I told you guys. I don't expect to win, but I'm going to do everything in my power to try and win. Okay? I don't have any alcohol, unfortunately, right now. Sorry. Lab down, yeah. So that's a big advantage to me, guys. If I can actually use, you know what I mean, their Facebook posts and everything in my campaign and in my campaign videos and all that kind of stuff. That's a big thing that they're telling people you can't use when you actually can. And there's a specific stipulation that is not considered a contribution by making by releasing information on a public fucking website. That can't be the real Justin Towndale. I mean, August 18th. Come on. Cam, what up? I'm doing all right, man. I'm just taking this election one day at a time. When I see a flaw, when I see an error, I'm making the right moves to get them resolved and change the face of Cornwall municipal elections, actually. Okay. Oh, super sticker. Did that not play? That should play. That should play. Yeah, I know that should play though. It should play. Just a second. Regular Joe Travels, what up? Can I have a picture? Give me a picture.
Okay, donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you very much. Okay, very gracious, very generous. Says behind the scenes super sticker, much appreciated. So regular Joe Travels, the big deal today, the complexities of today are just that I was looking through our paperwork handed to us by the municipal clerk, and this section, Municipal Elections Act, Section 70, 4, 3, and 7. Section 70 doesn't actually exist in the current Municipal Elections Act. It was repealed in 2016, thereby outdating what they have written here, and some of the information, particularly the use of web pages and social media, publicly accessible web pages and social media, is not considered a contribution or a contribution. So all I'm saying, they restrict candidates from being able to use that because it used to be viewed as a contribution from the corporation or the municipality. Now it's not considered a contribution. As per section 88.8 in brackets 9, 88.8 bracket 9 of the current Municipal Elections Act, for greater certainty, if a municipality or local board makes information available to the public on a website or in another electronic format, the provision of the information does not constitute a contribution to a candidate. Oh, I made some fucking spelling mistakes here. Anyway. $88.8 in brackets 9. Yes. Meth labs or hey, that's yes, Grace. That's right, Grace. Because what I figured they were gonna do, Grace, is they were gonna come back at me and say, you're not allowed to be influencing voters on the Cornwall Police Service page. That's a city owned and funded resource, corporate resource. Okay, it's a corporate resource. Okay, they're stating that corporate resources cannot be used for any election because it's a contravention to the act. This act doesn't exist. The new act does allow for web pages, social media links, including Facebook, Twitter, and blogs, as long as they're public, to be used because they're not considered a contribution at that point, specifically. Like me better on drugs. That's funny. Most people do. Lock up the druggies. Glenn Grant. That's an old-fashioned way of looking at things. Drug use, drug addiction is a mental health issue, not a crime. Okay, Glenn? Learn how to use Google. Learn how to use email, bro. Rob Q. Will I allow my city to have firearms to protect their families? That is federal. That is federal or perhaps provincial legislation. I don't know about bylaws, but I am personally anti-violence, but I am pro people's right to defend themselves. So that would be a good point. If it came down to a issue, I won't be bringing up anything related to any firearm usage. I think I'm satisfied with the way the current laws are. I don't know. The federal government, I think they just restricted something to do with handguns being imported into Canada or something. I don't know. But we're a little bit different than U.S., so. I say sexy. Andres Cazares. Should teachers have ARs? I don't think so. The States is a little bit different though, guys. Oh, shit.
G. Sasher donated $3. Let's go.
Thank you very much, Gracie. Very gracious, very generous. Hey, what up, Darcy? I'm running for mayor. Or Jordan Pops is running for mayor, I should say. That's my alter ego. That's my real name, alter ego. We're doing great. We found some flaws. We found some complexities. As the municipal clerk who's in charge of conducting the election has provided me with some false information so far. She's already accepted my rebuttal on the first issue, which almost disqualified me from running, by the way. But she accepted my rebuttal, apologized, thanked me for providing her with the correct information, and now I've just been going through my paperwork and found some other flaws which affect my campaign ability. So, you know, I'm just fixing things up before I get going. Before I really get going here, I want to make sure that the foundation is solid, that everybody's operating on the same rules set, and that the rule set that we're operating on is current and accurate. Read comments. Do I support the truckers? I'll be straight up. I think what the truckers did in Ottawa was a little far gone. Okay, I don't agree with them. I don't agree with them honking all night and shit like that. That was a little too much in my opinion. But I agree with their ability to protest. I personally don't have anything against Justin Trudeau or any of the mandates. They haven't really affected me. I'm still unvaccinated, and but I don't agree. I don't agree with the government trying to force people to get vaccinated. I don't agree with that. That's right, Darcy O. This is also a giant publicity stunt, and I'm glad you have noticed one of the immediate ironies of this situation. I will also state the fact that I'm running while currently on social assistance is another headline-worthy aspect of my campaign. Yeah, the mandates have affected people. It's unfortunate. I support the truckers. I support the truckers in their ability to protest. I didn't agree with how they were doing it necessarily, and actually going to the protest and seeing how people were acting like it was more like a party. It was more like a party. People were like drinking beers and shit like that while fucking protesting on the streets. Like, that's not exactly, you know, there's dance music going on and shit at the protest. Like, it's not really a celebration until you succeed, until your protest succeeds. I'm not a believer that protesting is necessarily an effective way to get things changed, but hey, whatever. Read us some Facebook. I did read them, but did you guys add some more? There's no more. I don't see any more here. Lab omelets, good way. Ross, what up? Okay, guys, so like I said, I'm not going to stream too late tonight. I just want to have some pizza with you guys, just to give you an update that I am still, you know what I mean? While I'm not, campaigning at this exact second on the streets, there is still background work being done here. I was predicting what their response could be to my email yesterday, and I just wanted to head them off at the pass and let them know that what I'm saying is true, that kind of things. I mean, I didn't agree with how yeah, I didn't agree with how they were protesting. No, I don't think that like blocking off fucking streets and honking all night and that kind of stuff is really that cool of a way to protest. But hey, at least maybe for one day, okay. But like not for weeks on end. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I gotta get up early. I gotta get up early because I think the emails are gonna be coming in tomorrow. I gotta deal with this. I might have to make some phone calls tomorrow, or I might even have to go down to the city hall and talk about this shit face to face with some people. If I do get invited to talk to the police face to face about my issues, I'm going to live stream that, or at least request that I can live stream that. I would love to keep the transparency going. They're going to refuse that, by the way, but we'll then I have to get a lawyer to talk to them. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a shitstorm here. We're just piling on the shit right now. We're piling on the shit. But thank you guys for watching tonight. It's been fun. We're in an election and we're trying to win, even though chances are about as slim as a fucking hell freezing over, frosting over. Maybe hell will frost over this year, guys. All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be on tomorrow. Keep you guys updated and see what we can do. Maybe this will all get resolved tomorrow, and I'll feel confident enough to actually start my campaign, and we'll get that first campaign song going. Thank you guys for the gracious donations, Gracie NOK, later Courtney, Beaver, NYC Cherry Groove, Fake Justin Towndale, Darcy O, Beaver Heartbeats, Old School Dave, Lab Diamond, Beasley, Jeff Rogan, Spectre Dez, Candy Cane, Ross Rossa, Fake Glenn Grant, Cam, Rob Q, Regular Joe Travels, I don't know what that nickname is. Ibrahim said, and I can't say everybody else. Thank you guys very much. Frosty. We politicking, bitch.